Good morning, America. Bailey Schuster here with your Science News Weekly. Today we will be discussing the alternative energy resource, biomass, and compared to our current energy resource, fossil fuels. Today we have a special guest with us to discuss this topic. Please put your hands together for our special guest, Danielle Farina. Hi Danielle, how are you?
I'm good, Bailey. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks. So can you explain to us what biomass exactly is?
Biomass is any kind of material that comes from plants and animals, and it is in fact renewable.
What does it mean for an energy resource to be renewable?
When an energy resource is renewable, it means that its supply will never run out on Earth. Biomass is renewable because we can always grow more trees and crops, and waste will always exist.
Are fossil fuels not renewable?
Fossil fuels are not renewable. This is because they were formed and buried remains of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago.
So would you consider a benefit of biomass and a drawback of fossil fuels?
Absolutely. Due to the amount of energy we use today, it is important we conserve as much as we can. With fossil fuels, we will eventually run out, which will cause major problems here on Earth. However, with a renewable energy source, such as biomass, we never have to worry about that problem.
Oh, I see. Thanks. Okay, so now we know what biomass is, but where does it come from? And how is it formed?
Well, Bailey, biomass can come from all types of places. It can come from forest lands, agricultural lands, and along with a few others. In forest lands, you can get biomass from logging and other removal residues. From agricultural lands, you can get biomass from grains and crops. You can also get biomass from MSW and other wastes.
So you're telling me that you can get biomass from crops?
Yep, that's right. Just as I said before, biomass is any kind of material that comes from plants or animals.
That's crazy. I never knew that biomass would come from plants. How does this energy then power our homes and our vehicles?
Take a look at this chart here. If you look at the first row, this is the process of how biomass powers cars. It starts with the feedstocks, which must go through the drying and pre-treatment. After this, they become solid fuel pellets, which powers cars. If you take a look in the second row, you will observe that biogas goes through the enzymatic separation, which turns them into carbohydrates. In the last row, fertilizer, which goes through fermentation, turns into ethanol. These last two processes powers our homes and buildings.
So the process is that easy? Only 3 steps?
Yep, only 3 steps.
Besides cars and houses, how is biomass used for energy?
Biomass is also used for electricity, heating homes, and powering garbage trucks.
Those are all very important aspects of our life.
Yep, that's why biomass is so beneficial to the world.
What other benefits of biomass are there?
Well, it takes millions of years to form the hydrocarbons needed for fossil fuels, and only just a few months to form the ones needed for biomass. Thus, they are more accessible. Also, they are safer to transport because they are non-toxic and will easily break down if spilled into the atmosphere. Not only that, but any vehicle that is not already produced by biomass can transform into one that can.
Wow, biomass is a really great energy resource. How else does it affect our environment?
Depending on the type of biomass used, pollution can be produced or not. For example, some biomasses, specifically ethanol, produce only half of the carbon dioxide as gasoline, which is very good because we use gasoline now and that would be a problem. Also, when used at full strength, biodiesel produces 75% less carbon dioxide than diesel fuel does. Lastly, biodiesel exhaust contains almost none of the sulfur compounds that acid rain does.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of information. That's great how biomass is better for our environment than fossil fuels. But how many people actually use biomass in our world today?
If you look on the chart on the screen, you will see that the United States has the most amount of gallons used of biomass. It also has the highest percent of total share. Scientists predict that the cost of biofuels will lessen, which is the main defect in the energy resource, and soon the upcoming generations will be able to afford biofuel, motored cars, and other types of transportations.
Wow, biomass is a growing production worldwide. I'm so pleased to hear that many people are taking action about our Earth. No, hold on, I messed that up. Sorry.
Maybe, do you want to say why biomass is a growing production around the world and be like, I know, I'm so pleased that many people are taking action and caring about our Earth by using biomass rather than fossil fuels.
Yeah.
And then you could say the rest.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
So just to know that. Wow, biomass is a growing production worldwide.
I'm so pleased to see that many people are taking action and caring about our Earth by transforming from fossil fuels to biomass.
A huge thanks to our special guest, Danielle Farina.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I am Bailey Schuster, keeping you updated on Science News Weekly. Here are more interesting facts on our energy resource, biomass.